Hello, this is Arturelia Gaming Room Reviews. I am Arturo, and today I'll be reviewing Now, we get always World War II games or war games that either have to do with the Revolutionary War or Roman time period, or historical stuff, but there hasn't seemed to be a good Civil War game. And this game's made by the History Channel. And if you haven't heard of it, or you heard of it, you may have seen what the ratings are for that game. Or better yet, if you haven't heard of it, then you want to know if it's good or not, well, you're at the right place. Today I'll be reviewing it for all of you. Let's go. You can play two stories, the Union and the Confederates. And both have you play through historical battles, which is quite nice. The gameplay feels like, I don't know, something about it just does not kind of blah. I mean, the soldiers move kind of weird, and they repeat the same line. I mean, I'm sure you would get tired of that after a while. Now, as for the maps, well, I mean, they take place in the historical area where the battles were fought. Now, and also for the reloading time, I mean, obviously you're living in the period when they had muskets. But what I like is that at least that type feels like a Civil War thing. Overall, the gameplay gets boring after a bit, and it's not that exciting. You do this, you fight, which is fine, but the battles are fine, but not epic. As for the music, well, there really is no music except for the menu. That's pretty much it. But, in a wartime, music doesn't always have to be put in there. The menu doesn't offer a lot. The camera angles seem fine. The controls are okay. This game also does not have multiplayer. And after you beat both the Union and Confederate stories, that's basically it. You beat it. It's over. Done with. There's nothing left after that. Except if you feel like you want to go back and replay the missions, but what's the point? There really is no point after that. Now the thing is, when it comes to Civil War games, it should give you more value, but this game just does not. You just play through the historical battles, which is fine, but then afterwards, when you beat the whole game, there's nothing left.
Both converge on the rural Pennsylvania town. In no time at all, a ferocious battle begins. On the second day of fighting, in spite of the advice of his generals, Lee started...
Well, this game, it's not great. Now, I will note, even though you could keep a game, even though you could go back and replay it, it has to be a great game to go back to play the missions and whatnot again. This game, though, sadly, you have nothing else to do except to sell it. It's not really that great. It gets boring after a while. The gameplay, yeah, like I said, boring, and also it just doesn't offer you a lot of options to do something else. I mean, we don't really have a lot of good Civil War games out there these days. When something bores me after a while, it would usually get a 5. But apparently this game did not have a lot of options for you. And I just say it's not a great game. So overall, I think it would get a 4.5 out of 10 because, like all the stuff I've mentioned, that's basically it. So really, either version there's really no point in buying it because that's all you get. Now, I will note that there are 2 other historical games that were made by, I guess, the same people, History Channel. And there was another Civil War game that came out for the newer consoles, but maybe PS2 as well. And that one, what I've seen so far, it isn't good. And then there was the Pacific one. And that one I've heard and seen was not good at all either. These games, I will just say, even though I'm mentioning them since they're made by the same people, I guess, There really is no point in getting these games at all. But if you like history game, I mean, like if you do like historical stuff, then go for it. I like my history, but the game has to be good, not boring. I mean, there's a lot of World War II games out there that are really great, but there's really no good Civil War game, which is sad, and I really want to see a Civil War game that's made well. Well, this is Arturelia Gaming Room Reviews signing off.